Wow. England won, Croatia nil in a game that ultimately England did deserve to win. I think that Croatia, as far as we only had maybe one, maybe two shots on target the entire game. And I'll start off with you got to credit Southgate. You saw the lineup, everyone tweeting saying Southgate's a fraud, he's got it wrong, he's trash, etc. So he came, he delivered. He got the first dub against Croatia, you know. So you got to credit Southgate first, even though I'm still perplexed as to why Grealish didn't come on, why he played two right backs. Because to be honest, we didn't win the game because of the fullbacks, in my opinion. We didn't win the game because of the Kyle Walk or Trippier, who I never heard of, or even Kane, who, to be honest, I didn't think Kane was on the field. I thought Kane was still on the bench because Kane really did nothing today. He doesn't look fit at all. He just doesn't look great. So those negatives aside, shout out to Raheem Sterling, silencing the haters, getting a nice finish from a brilliant assist from Calvin Phillips, who, to be honest, in my opinion, was the man of the match. There was a lot of people on Twitter saying, "Why is Calvin Phillips starting?" I one of the few people that said Calvin Phillips is a guy that can ball. He's been doing quite well in that lead side. He can carry the ball, he can pass. He's got that confidence about him. And he was arguably our best player today. Mason Mount also, I think, had a very solid game. And so for the players that, and this is the funny thing, you know, the players that were supposed to ball and step up, i.e. Kane and them, they didn't. But Sterling, Mount, Calvin Phillips, players that were like, oh, they don't pass the eye test, they're garbage, they came out clutch. And this is what international sports does. So we defended well as well. Mings obviously came in. I didn't think had any issues whatsoever. He didn't look, he wasn't harassed at all. John Stones with a good game. Like I said, Pickford barely had anything to do. The fullbacks, didn't do anything really. We won the game really for the middle, and we actually controlled the game. And I think that's the thing. It's like I think a lot of people thought with the likes of Kovacic and Modric in the midfield that Croatia would really dictate the game. But to be honest, we controlled the game, and I think after a while, Croatia realised that especially with our threat on the break and the pace, that I don't think they could deal with that. And if they did push more men forward and they did go forward, we'd cause them problems at the back, and that's what we did. So fair play to England. Congrats on the first win. And arguably, is this the first time that England have beaten a major team in a final? Probably, unless you count Colombia as a major team. But yeah, they well, as in recent memory, I mean, obviously beat Argentina back in the day. So, but yeah, this is good. And bearing in mind that the likes of there was no Rashford until recently, there was no Sancho, Kane obviously was fit, Grealish was there. The fact that England were able to beat a Croatia side with people might even say a B team says something about this squad. So we'll see what happens. I suspect England will top the group now because I think they would go into the next two games as favourites, but we shall see what happens. Anyway, guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to Unreal Studio. Let me know what you think. Is it coming home? Have a nice day, everyone. Subscribe below, smash the like below, and cheers.